Greetings and welcome, friends. Mr. Waddy here. We are taking a look at page 179, just me and some of my friends IRL, but we've invited you along, internet friends. This is going to be great. We were talking about writing equations in slope-intercept form, which is somewhat of like this detective work of solving this mystery where I've found like this DNA on the crime scene. The slope and the y-intercept happen to be the DNA of any given line, and now I'm trying to pinpoint which line was here, right? Which line had those facts being true? So here, if I take a look at this, they start us off a little slow. They said the slope is -3 and the y-intercept is 0. And what we're working with is slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So you got to bring this to the table, right? This problem did not suggest that anywhere. You had to kind of smuggle that in your brain box. And once you've got that, you can now write your equation. Y equals -3x. And maybe you wanted to write plus 0, but then you might be like, wait a minute, plus 0? I don't even need to write that. Let me simplify that a tad. And you'd get y equals -3x. Over here, let's see, m is equal to -3/4. All right, that's my slope. My y-intercept is -6, and I get y equals -3/4 x minus 6. Bless you. As my equation. Right? So find the slope, find the y-intercept, and then I just like take those things and I plug them in to their slots. That's it. Right? Not bad. All right, let's pick it up a notch. Let's see, here's a graph. Oh, the mystery is getting better. All right, so this line, oh man, I've still got to find the same two things, slope and y-intercept. Let's do the y-intercept first. What does the y-intercept from this graph look like? What's that? Where does the line cross the y-axis? At 3, right? And the y-intercept is just going to be the y-coordinate of the point of intersection. So b equals 3. Now the slope is a little bit more mysterious to us. To find the slope, I need a couple points on the graph. You guys were practicing this with Khan earlier. It looks like my only grid points, my lattice points, the points where the line crosses the crosshairs of my coordinate plane, are the ones they conveniently had listed for me. And so rise over run for these. Rise, well, it's falling, so that's -1, and the run is 4, so my slope is -1/4. And so now I can write my equation, solve this mystery, y equals -1/4 x plus 3. There we go. Also, since I had these coordinates, it is possible that you could have found the slope by labeling them x1, y1 and x2, y2, and plug it into the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'm not going to take the time to do that right here because the next problem requires us to do that. And also, you can go check out our lesson video from yesterday showing us how to do that. So here, wow. I don't have a graph. All I've got is 2 points. Send this data to the ballistics lab. I think I know who the murderer is. Let's label these points. x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. I'm going to need the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's plug this in. So m equals, you plug it in into the formula here. It's the slope formula. It's going to give it right to me. So let's see. Computing. Y2 was -5. Minus y1 was 7. Over x2 is 0. Minus x1 is 2. So calculating, right? The ballistics lab isn't the fastest, but that's okay. -5 minus 7 is -12. Became more negative. 0 minus 2 is -2. Oh dear. Guys, does anyone know how that simplifies? These minus signs, and 12 divided by 2 is what? 6. Yeah, so my slope is 6. Now, in order to find my y-intercept, we're actually going to do some interesting work today with that as well, but they actually gave us way more evidence than they almost should have, which the book has been super generous with this. The y-intercept occurs whenever x equals 0. Notice this. Behold, one of my points had x equals 0. Its x coordinate was 0 the whole time. The phone call came from inside the house, guys. I didn't know it was 0, -5. Oh my goodness, this mystery. Never would have suspected you. Oh, I've trusted you. You were one of my points. I used you to find the slope. Oh my goodness. So b is equal to -5. Right there is my y-intercept. Guys, let's wrap this up. This is a case closed. Y equals 6x minus 5. That is the equation of our line. You're going to jail for a long time. The people of Vermont, if they have anything to say about it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, Internet friends. Tienen un día al más bien del mundo.